It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
A very, very, very Merry Christmas from all of us here at 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Ernie Johnson. Ho, ho, ho. Happy to be with you.
Yes. Shaka Claus.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. The Philadelphia 76ers with another season missing the playoffs in 2017, but they played a much more watchable brand of basketball, didn't they, fellas?
You know, the light at the end of the tunnel might not be a train after all. The fans trusted the process and have been rewarded. Because guess what? Ben Simmons is coming back.
Oh, wow. Well, some great young talent on that roster, Shaq. And if they develop properly on it, this could be the team of the new millennium.
And
where did Ben go to school at? Love Shack University.
LSU. Oh, I get it. Love Shack. I get it.
Love Shack.
Kevin Harlan, would you like to trade places?
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, Sixers coach Brett Brown says that Philadelphia reminds him of his hometown of Boston. He said the city has tremendous pride. The city wants winners. It's a tough, no-nonsense city. Nobody's sugarcoating anything. And I love that because you can just tell it like it is. My responsibility is to produce a team that plays hard. Guys?
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. And so off the tip, it's New York. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. Charge is out there with Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the point guard. Now here's Cantor. Clock at 6. Lee kicks to Porzingis. For the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Thomas gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
When Thomas is able to set his feet, the percentages and the points go up.
Outside, Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. Makes it off the glass.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now here's Porzingis. 29 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And he comes up with the deuce.
Porzingis able to score on all 3 levels. Defensively, you just can't leave that guy alone.
Redick against Lee. Outside, Redick. Embiid inside. He's covered by Cantor. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Lee. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on a scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
You like the fact that Porzingis holds the ball up high. I mean, a 7'3" guy going higher, tough to stop.
Redick with it. He's picked up by Lee. Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Over Thomas. Covington's shot is off. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about that game was the score. In just about every other aspect, they were totally outplayed.
Thomas kicks to Lee. Over Redick. No good from Lee. The 76ers trail by 3. It's Covington on the wing. It's good. This game is all even. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jack against Simmons. Inside. It's stolen by Saric. It's 2-on-1. Here's Redick. Here's Embiid. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And Jack, here we go. And the rejection by Embiid. Redick with it. He's picked up by Lee. Now Thomas. Pass to Canner. Left side, Porzingis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Pretty clear that for the New York Knicks, the next best big thing in the city is Kristaps Porzingis. This franchise knows that he's the future and also the present, so he'll be the star that they build around in years to come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And for KP taking over as the best player on his team, Brent, he's probably earned it. Fantastic play from him, and he has far surpassed expectations.
Well, I think he showed some great signs last year. In his first year, his rookie campaign, he really struggled coming down the stretch. And I think whatever he did in the offseason to prepare himself for his sophomore year got him through the season much more consistently. But how lucky were the Knicks to get this guy, and we'll see if he ends up becoming the cornerstone of what they do in the future. Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Outside Jack. Up top Porzingis. Out to Lee. Cantor with a screen on Redick. Here's Lee. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Redick with it. He's picked up by Lee. The drive by Redick. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. New York trailing. Jack with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. And a wide open look for Lee. Lee can't get that one to fall.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Covington inside the line. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Covington's got 5.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Porzingis kicks to Cantor. Out to Lee. Thomas, a screen on Covington. And Porzingis, here we go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Redick. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here is Jack. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Porzingis. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is up and in. 8 points for him.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Jack. Over Simmons. No good from Jack. The 76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Redick passes to Embiid. Shoots over Cantor. Embiid, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And here is Jack. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor. Nails the 16-footer.
Good touch on the jumper, especially from mid-range. Cantor hits a high percentage of those shots.
Now here's Simmons. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. He gets that one.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Thomas. After Ben Simmons' bucket. There's a good screen. Porzingis can't hit.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged a bullet there.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Here's Embiid. Chalk up 2 there. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. We know the importance of ball movement, Brent, but when the offense bogs down, someone needs to get it done in isolation. Could you pick anybody who you would go to?
Yes, Kevin. He plays in Cleveland.
Yes.
Or the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
And his name is LeBron James.
Ah, yes.
Have you seen him play?
James.
Yeah, I'll take that guy.
Okay, that's a good guy. that's a real good guy. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. From deep. The rebound by Johnson. The 76ers leading by 6. And Bayless kicks to McConnell. Pulls up on the elbow. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
So it's the Knicks now after the Sixers pick up 2. Beasley. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Bayless. Here's Luwawu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. That's good from Booker on the assist by McConnell.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one is good by Beasley.
The defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
The pass to Bayless. Johnson the screen. Luwawu, the pass to McConnell. Here's Luwawu. There's the pick. Off the pick. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
That one misses.
And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well, and if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
Here's Luwawu. They set the screen. Booker the pass to Luwawu. Here's Johnson, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game.
It just feels like at this point the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector. And he's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
Here's Luwawu. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Bayless covering. No good on that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. With Porzingis, he truly is the star the Knicks were waiting to draft.
Well, you might go all the way back to the draft when Patrick Ewing ended up putting on that New York Knicks ball cap. Maybe even Mark Jackson, who ended up as the Rookie of the Year as the 18th pick for the New York Knicks. They do have their centerpiece moving forward. Kristaps Porzingis is a very unique talent in the NBA. Really the pressure on now to build around that guy and get back to contending basketball in the Eastern Conference.
Here's Ntilikina. After the Sixers pick up 2. There's the screen. Here's Beasley. Johnson with the block. And it's Bayless in the corner. Johnson tipped back in for 2. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beasley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. McDermott kicks to O'Quinn. Over Johnson. O'Quinn can't hit. Now Bayless lets it go from 14. And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
The 76ers leading by 14. They've got McDermott, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Bayless. Defense is right there. No good from Booker.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Ntilikina. Beasley the screen. The dish now to O'Quinn. Shot clock at 6. McDermott for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. McConnell with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bayless dishes to Booker. Over Beasley, and there's Booker on the assist by Bayless. Booker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. Beasley the screen. Out to the right wing. He's covered by McConnell. Johnson with the block. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Bayless kicks to McConnell. And Johnson now top of the key. 76ers moving the ball around. They set the pick. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by New York. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Kicks to Beasley. And the layup falls. Beasley's got 6.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
The 76ers leading by 14. And here's McConnell. 8 points his last outing. Bayless from long range. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Beasley. Second chance shot. Good D by Booker.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Bayless, covered by Beasley. Now here's Bayless. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Booker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. So, Brent, you averaged 21 points a game your senior year in college. What adjustments did you have to make to really score at the NBA level?
Well, I didn't have to ask for the ball much in college, but my first year in the pros, Kevin, I had to do that. I said, I'm open over here.
Right.
You know, really, it was just a matter of being comfortable within the system, and then there's always that proving ground, Kevin. Those first 6 months as a rookie or a first-year player that's getting ample time, you just want to prove that you're capable of handling your business in the league, and that all happened for me in my rookie year with the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Knicks.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Knicks trail by 16. Here's Porzingis. Here's Cantor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
A coachable kid. Cantor uses that little up fake, causes the defender to overreact.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, of course, in 2015, Cantor signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
And Cantor drops them both. Brent, many teams have cracked down on cell phone use during practices and during games. Can anything be done on a league level in that regard?
Hold on, Kevin. I'm getting a call.
Okay, good. Yeah. Can you put him on hold for just a second?
Yeah, Mom, I'm talking to Kevin Harlan. Yeah, it's a different age. I don't think the league, Kevin, can do anything with regards to how players use their mobile devices. That's up to the team and how it is a coach make sure that the demands of what your practice schedule is and your game schedule and your attentiveness to those times that you need to be there, that takes precedent.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Knicks trail by 17. Cantor sets the pick for Jack. He dishes it to Thomas. Here's the screen, and they call an illegal screen here. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Ben Simmons third.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Embiid the screen. And Saric kicks to Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jack with it, outguarded by Simmons. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. To the right side. Thomas outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And Simmons kicks to Saric. Cantor against Simmons. Stolen by Cantor. Covington with the steal. Feeds it to Simmons. Dishes it to Redick. Charge a screen on Lee. Embiid the screen. Simmons passes to Redick. Embiid sets the pick for Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Over Lee. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now here is Jack. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's tipped.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Redick with the bucket.
He's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tie game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
Whenever you get a chance to see Porzingis play, Brent, you get a sense of excitement.
He's definitely one of the players in the league that I like to watch, and mostly because I'm interested in the progression of Kristaps Porzingis. When he first came in, it was all about those follow-up highlight dunks on the offensive end where he was throwing things down as putbacks. But now it's about refining his game and becoming more consistent night in and night out.
And the first one at the line is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Embiid with a screen on Lee. Embiid the screen. And Redick kicks to Saric. The feed to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Redick. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Well, J.J. Redick had quite the interesting free agency period. Greg, ultimately he signs with the 76ers on a huge one-year, $23 million deal.
Yeah, and this is the team that wanted him. Great fit with his shooting, something that they obviously needed. And Redick had a lot of suitors, but he saw something developing with this young Philly core.
The free throw drops for Redick.
Well, the former Dookie, J.J. Redick, has carved out an incredible role as one of the league's most deadly shooters.
And Jack kicks to Porzingis. He feeds it to Lee. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Here's Redick. He's got 11. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Knicks trail by 17. Left side, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, everything Porzingis touches turning to Zelts. That's Latvian for gold, Kevin.
Now Redick. Saric outside. He kicks to Simmons. Over Jack. Again, Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Porzingis sets the pick for Jack. Pass to Porzingis. Embiid comes with a double team. Embiid with the steal. Simmons against Jack. No good from Simmons.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Thomas sets a screen for Jack. Lee outside. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Lee's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York. Simmons with it. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Stolen by Thomas. Cantor with a screen on Covington. Simmons against Jack. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. The shot will not fall. Good D by Embiid.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Screen by Sharch. Simmons against Jack. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 16.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside for Thomas. And again, New York with the triple.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Embiid's got 13.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Cantor's shot is off.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Redick. 11 points in the game. Here's Sharch. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
Well, he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. That's a nice move.
Here's Lee. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. Screen by Porzingis. Thomas a screen on Simmons. Simmons against Jack. Pass to Cantor. It's stolen by Sharch. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Simmons passes to Covington. Kept alive. Great D that time from Thomas.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Porzingis sets the pick for Lee. And the pass to Porzingis. Embiid comes with a double team. Shots good by Lee.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Philadelphia leading by 15. The dish to Sharch. And Simmons kicks to Sharch. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Porzingis. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good, so New York ends up going with the new group, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Embiid. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Robert Covington. Jared Bayless is checked in for J.J. Redick, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Sharch nails them both.
Very interesting hire for the New York Knicks as they went outside the triangle to find Jeff Hornacek, who had coached in Phoenix for a couple of years. And he's the kind of coach trying to feel it out as the roster has changed over. They've dealt with some injuries. And we'll see if he finally finds some footing here in the Big Apple.
Sharch grabs the board.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot's good from Bayless. Here's Beasley. 6 points for him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. The Knicks have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Beasley. He's off on the second. Luwawu. It doesn't go for him. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Amir, you guys really changed the energy level tonight. What has been the focus?
Just playing with a sense of urgency. You know, we made some mistakes last game, and we're playing much better this game. We got to clean up on a few mistakes and just playing with a sense of urgency.
Amir, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Philadelphia leading by 18. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. Dario Saric is out there with Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the 1. 3 on the clock. Here's Embiid. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
Covington against Thomas. Left side, Porzingis. Saric grabs the board.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Screen by Saric, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Philadelphia, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Redick.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
Now here's Simmons. Here's the screen. Covington with it. He's picked up by Lee. Off the pick. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Jack. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Hey, Greg, with Redick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Redick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
Embiid. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
And Jack kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Cantor. Clock at 6. Right side, Thomas. The three-pointer, no good. Saric outside. Covington in the corner. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
There's a screen by Cantor. Lee outside. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Lee's got 11 points.
Well, stretching the floor out is important, and right now, Courtney Lee able to do that.
Saric up top. Embiid is at the elbow. And Cantor over to help. Stolen by Cantor. Lee against Redick. Lee outside. Porzingis with a screen on Simmons. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Ben Simmons third.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
The Knicks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, they love Porzingis and his talent, but on top of that, they like the fact that he thinks the game and he works at the game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers leading by 14. Simmons dishes to Saric. Simmons against Jack. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's deflected. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 10th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. New York calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You take a look at the Knicks. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And, of course, Philadelphia, 3 games behind.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Redick with the bucket.
J.J. Redick feeling like it's a shooting gallery here tonight. A lot of practice shots, and he's nailing everything.
Porzingis sets the pick for Jack. Down low. And Embiid with the block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Covington passes to Simmons. Screen by Saric, and Simmons kicks to Saric. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Redick, no good. Knicks trail by 17. Kicks it to Lee. Out to the right wing. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Simmons dishes to Saric. Back to Simmons. Screen by Saric. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. Here's Thomas, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Now, Lance Thomas plays the game between the ears, so he caught his defender right there out of position.
It's his first trip to the line.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Shooting 2s, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good.
What you got to like about Lance Thomas is that he's worked as hard for his career as anyone in the league after going undrafted.
Good on the second free throw. And here is Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
The quick release of J.J. Redick, expecting the pass, and the defense can't react to that kind of shot.
Now here is Jack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Here's Redick. Embiid the screen. Saric outside. Simmons on the wing. Over Jack. And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons got 11 points.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Now here is Jack. Cantor with a screen on Saric. Jack's shot is good.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Saric against Porzingis. Back to Simmons. Covington in the corner. Embiid the screen. Poked away. Stolen by Thomas. Embiid against Porzingis. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
Well, I like Porzingis there. Could not have taken it by himself, but still has a hand in the hoop.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here's McConnell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nice job coming off that screen. And the 76ers lead by 15. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Feeds it to McDermott. Dishes it to O'Quinn. Outside, Porzingis. Picked by O'Quinn. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Now, here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They get it back. Booker. Nice D from Porzingis. Knicks trail by 15. In the corner, it's McDermott. They get the rebound. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Luwawu. There's the pick. That one doesn't drop. And New York will come the other way.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Out left to the wing. Here's Porzingis. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Porzingis has got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Pass to Luwawu. Back to Bayless. The pass to Luwawu. Johnson the screen. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And so here is New York, trailing by 13. Here's Ntilikina, and it's blocked. To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. By himself, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Now, I tell you what, that wingspan that Ntilikina has is massive. His arms go on forever. Makes it really easy to pick his opponent's pocket.
Now here's Johnson. 7 points in the game. Here's Luwawu. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Knicks.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court if he gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Knicks trail by 11. Outside, Porzingis. The feed to McDermott. Porzingis against Johnson. Porzingis kicks to McDermott. And the 3 off target. Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And one of those lunch pail players. You love him, Greg. Trevor Booker out of Clemson.
Just hard-nosed, gets on the glass, and And although only 6'8", he gets off his feet quickly. A terrific leaper and just one of those ultra-competitive guys.
The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Beasley's checked in for Porzingis.
One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
1:12 left to play in the third. No coverage that time.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
There's the dish to Bayless. And Booker kicks to Johnson. And it's blocked by O'Quinn, and he's able to get it back. And the basket by Johnson. Here's Ntilikina. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
And so here is New York. Kicks it to O'Quinn. 4 on the clock. No good there. Great D that time from Johnson. Philadelphia leading by 13. Now, here's McConnell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes to Johnson. He feeds it to Bayless. Over Beasley. Bayless's shot is off. And again, New York with the triple. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Knicks trail by 10. Beasley out there with McDermott. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Ntilikina in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now, here's O'Quinn. Gets it down to single digits. O'Quinn's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Knicks. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Luwawu to the left side wing. McConnell passes to Booker. It's rebounded by New York.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Ntilikina. He kicks it to Beasley. Over Booker. Shot clock at 6. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Puts it up from 15, and he nails the jumper.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Feeds to McDermott. Picked by O'Quinn. Pass to Ntilikina. From outside, off the mark.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Johnson kicks to Bayless. Pass to McConnell. Stolen by O'Quinn. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Dishes to Beasley. They set the pick. Plenty of space. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
Now, I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Here's Cantor. After the made shot from Joel Embiid, it's stolen by Saric. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Now here's Lee. Cantor dishes to Lee. Shot clock at 6. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Left side, Saric. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Screen by Lee. Out to the right wing. To stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
And the Knicks making a change here. Jack's checked in. And both free throws good for Lee.
It feels like Courtney Lee, wherever he goes, he fits in, and he finds a way to play a lot of important minutes for the team he's on.
Now here's Covington. They set the pick. Embiid the screen. Covington passes to Embiid. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Embiid's got 19 points.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Here's Thomas. There's a screen by Cantor. McDermott, no one around him, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Now that's McDermott territory. You might as well stake a claim out there. Shoots a high clip from downtown.
And Simmons kicks to Covington. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Lee. Back to Cantor. On the wing, Lee. Lets it go from 11, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter. The 76ers leading by 11. And Simmons kicks to Saric. Back to Simmons. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Jack dishes to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. McDermott kicks to Cantor. And the rejection by Embiid. Outside, Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. Over Cantor. That one rolling around and rims out. Knicks trail by 13. And Jack, here we go. He can't get that one to fall. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
Jack passes to Thomas. Cantor against Embiid. McDermott for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McDermott's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
It's Redick on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Redick's got 20 points.
Easy to say, hard to do. You just can't lose Redick in those screen situations.
Here's Cantor. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
First free throw is good, and New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And Cantor drops them both. The 76ers leading by 12. Simmons dishes to Saric. Back to Simmons. Saric with the screen for Simmons. Goes up to the stripe. Porzingis with the block. Second shot opportunity. And Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got 8 here in the quarter. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Cantor kicks to Porzingis. Out to Lee. From outside the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
He's got no problem shooting off the pass, trusting his teammates will get it to him.
Outside, Simmons. Screen by Saric. Covington kicks to Embiid. Over Porzingis. Embiid, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Outside Jack. Outside Porzingis. Back to Thomas. Expanding his range. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Redick. Lays it up off the glass. Redick's got 11 in the second half.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Jack passes to Porzingis. Left side, Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Redick. Embiid the screen. And Redick kicks to Covington. The jump hook, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist from Covington. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter. Knicks trail by 13. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive.
inviting the contact and really just taking it straight to him.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Outside Thomas. Buries it from three-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Screen by Sharch. The pass to Simmons. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Shoots over Embiid. Porzingis can't hit. The 76ers leading by 12. Outside, Redick. Covington a screen on Lee. Redick with it. Now Thomas defending, and Thomas over to help.
You two players.
And the Knicks with possession here. New York, they're working against the clock now. Now Jack. Thomas a screen. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Sharch. In the corner, Simmons with it. And Redick now atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Lee. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Joel Embiid.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
So both teams making some changes here. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the wing. Back to Beasley. Shoots from 12. Drained for 2 points.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Taylor's with it.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here's McConnell. Now the feed to Bayless. Passes it to Llewellyn. There's a screen. The dish to Booker. Over Beasley. That one off the back iron and out. McDermott for 3. That one misses. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.